What to say? In regards to, I don't have an opinion. Like I
already started
I
it.
be focusing on the bigger problems of the
Nah,
world.
it don't bother me like that. I just was like, that's what people be thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Like people be bothered by that because I've seen people talk about that before. Like, but it's mostly girls who have like 4C hair or like kinkier textures. It's mostly them. Hey y'all, they say stuff like, well, my hair don't do that. So do I have a responsibility to lay my edges all the time so that it look like that?
I think
that's what I be hearing people say.
Do what make you feel like. If you leave in the house and if your hair all over your head and you look like you just rolled out of bed and you feel like you look good, that you confident in that, more power to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
You don't think it's lay your edges, then lay your edges. I just I don't. Sometimes with black people, I feel like we be making a problem out of everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, it be bigger fish to fry for me. Like, it's other stuff that I concern myself with a daily basis.
Like, why everything got to be a problem? First, it's like, love yourself. Natural hair. Don't you love all the products? Look, that's pre-poo and stuff. And then when people start using all the products, be like, you know what? That's really hair typing, and that is really like segregating other people who have hair.
Bigger shit on in the world that I don't even know. I don't even know this shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, in my head, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I be wanting to talk about other stuff because, like, 42 people was found dead on the back of a truck. Like, that's what concerns me.
I want to know how they got there.
Like, that's the shit that I'm concerned with. Like, last week, Roe versus Wade was overturned. Like, to me, we need to be more outraged than we are. I mean, people are still like, we like it's other, like, 4-5 weeks ago, school got shot the fuck up and 20-something children were killed. Like, there are other problems that, to me, affect the greater good of the community than me sitting up here talking about do you want to lay your edges or not?
I mean, I thought it was interesting.
I'm just saying.
Just like we talk about relationships and stuff all the time, and that shit ain't got nothing to do with shit.
Well, I feel like we talk about it in a way where it's like can help somebody. Like there's a growth, there's a progression, there's a like. We hear y'all talking about this out here in the world, and this is what our perspective is as females who are out in the world dating, or it's not as like to me superficial as like edges, like I don't know if that makes sense.
I think it's just nuance because we black women, so if we were white having this conversation, it'd be different because nobody gives a fuck about their edges. But because it's us, everything's always like heightened. Like even you don't really hear a whole lot of white people having discussions about relationships the way we do all the time.
I don't listen to white people.
I don't either, so
but I really can't compare it. I don't know what the white people
I don't either, but I'm saying you don't see clips of them going viral and them saying stuff like how we do
into their side of the internet.
But even if it was viral and everybody was sharing it, just like when you see white girls dancing all the time, like sometimes somebody gonna repost it or somebody's gonna like post it. You know what I'm saying?
You have to follow enough white people. I really when I say I'm not too.
Oh no, I don't follow white people like that.
I do think that they have like just like we got Black Twitter and Black like
they have white things going on,
going viral over there because there's a lot of white podcasts that are successful. Like that's I just don't listen to them, so I don't either. They probably talk about mundane shit too. I just me personally,
But that's what I'm saying. Like certain things, like it's more of a thing for us because our experience with stuff is different than theirs. You know what I'm saying? And it's more layered than theirs. So like ours has way more like room for conversation than just like, do what you want to do. Because ours can be like, dang, or like, do I do this because of like trauma? Or like, do I do this because of like some kind of deep rooted thing I learned because I'm black? You know what I mean?
I think the discussion is we can talk about black hair as a whole. Yeah. But to be like, let's talk about edges. I don't know about
not just edges, but like that's what, like, it's like a good hair, bad hair thing. And like, I had this conversation, and it kind of turned into an argument the other day with one of my friends about like Blue Ivy, and how like now people kind of be all over her and like, oh, she's so beautiful and blah 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 blah, and they be talking about how long her hair is and all that kind of stuff. And then, but like when she was little, they was like dogging Blue Ivy and how she looked and stuff like that. So like, I think it could be said like we still have a long way to go when it comes to like things like that in our own community.
People, that's for sure.
And that's what I'm saying. We do each other really bad. I wouldn't
want to have that conversation because to me it's enabling. Like it's like we should just accept people hair however they come. Like, do they look presentable? Or now if it's a hygiene thing, then that's a conversation.
Yeah.
But as long as you like, if you know, then cool. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's other things we need to be focusing on in our community. I would rather
absolutely, I agree.
Than, like again, it's a school in Birmingham where the kids can't fucking read. So like that's where I be thinking.
It's
like,
all perspective. It's all perspective.
True.
It's just because today's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Because we can talk about honey packs. We can talk about
a healthy sex life. Actually, studies show. If we want to get scientific, if a healthy sex life make a better life altogether.
Well, throw your honey packs away now, because if you fuck up and get pregnant, the world said you can't handle abortion. Throw them away. And I guess too, if you gonna get Plan B pills, you might as well go on and buy all that you can get. Or
I already had one, and then there's a website I went and ordered some from called the Yellowhammer Fund.org. If you live in Alabama, Mississippi, and I think any like the deep South area, they'll send you Plan B for free. But it is a donation based service. So like I encourage people to donate to it because they are sending these products to women, free. And I would say only order it like if you
I would say if you
like just get one. Like
don't do like when it was COVID and everybody went about all the whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's nothing for nobody who needed it.
Do one order, have you one, and have it like as an emergency. I would say like honestly, if you are out here, having unprotected sex, don't be having it with nobody you ain't willing to get pregnant with.
At this point,
like you should have been doing that ahead of time. But
really, unless you live in the blue state, have fun. but
yeah,
you live where we
live. Wear condoms, safe sex, make smart decisions. I know we shouldn't have to say these things because your body, your choice. But unfortunately, that is not the case no more. So I just say take the next necessary precautions as adults to protect yourselves so that you don't end up in a situation,
What do you think
pregnancy
with this? Like, what do you think the chances are that like Congress, because now they have to decide if it's gonna be like a actual federal law, like, and it'll just be straight up illegal. What do you think the chances are that they're gonna decide to do that?
I don't put anything past the government.
I don't either.
Point. Like, I think that throughout the pandemic, the last 3 years, 2020, 2021, and 2022. So the last 3 years have really shown us that what the government can do, is willing to do. And really, we just have to pay attention. Like, it's possible. Anything is possible. Like, I think we put a lot of faith in expecting like the government to do what is for the greater good, when in actuality they don't. That's not what they do.
Yeah, they're not gonna do
that. That's not what they do. Like, it's never been what they do. To be honest. So it's not a thing. Times, like, I just say like keep your house in order and like do what's best for your household, the individuals that are around you. Cause like putting your faith in the government, I would say at this point is just giving them too much credit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, like it's just giving them too much credit. Like it's just so like, because on one half I'm surprised and the other half I'm not surprised at all. Because like after January 6th, when them people rushed the Capitol, I really lost all faith in the government, because it was just like they really bum rushed this place that's supposed to be so secure and where all these dignitaries and people are. They really walked up in there and one person died. One person got shot. One.
Oh, that lady.
Yeah. And they wasn't really even trying to kill her. Like that was like it just so like I think she was doing something. They shot the gun through the door and she got hit. And then like it wasn't even like they were literally pointing to shoot to kill her. Like it was just like so much going on that she ended up getting shot. So it's just like, to me,
I don't know the details of that.
I don't know. Like I wasn't there, but whatever. I just feel like again, and we all know, if that group was majority black, it would not have been like that.
I don't know.
So it's just like, to me, after that let me know right then and there, like the government and the police have the capability, and the military have the capability to not shoot and kill, and to allow people to peacefully, because they weren't even peacefully protesting, but protesting all of that, and they can't kill. But when a large group of people of color gather and all that, somebody always is getting tear gassed and beat up and arrested and all these other things.
Just like I just saw that video on TMZ of the girl from Full House. She was protesting and they knocked all them little white women down. It was somebody in a wheelchair. They knocked them all out the chair and shit. I mean, these people don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I think because I'm black, nothing like surprises me anymore, and that's kind of sad. But a lot of the like people that I've heard, like, you know, give their take on this, it's like once you black in America, you just be like, yeah, I told you so.
We're very desensitized. So it'd be so much shit.
You know, didn't really see it coming, but they've been fighting about, because we were talking about this at work, and my boss, you know, he's in his 50s, and he was like, they've been talking about abortion since he was a little kid.
They made Roe versus Wade.
Since they made Roe versus Wade. And even when that was like in effect, they've been trying to fight for that too. Now, I think too, it's important to understand, like, this is one of the things that Donald Trump kind of like dangled in front of white people's faces as a little carrot. You know, this is one of his promises that he said he wanted to do when he was in office, but he was able to put someone in the Supreme Court that shares his same ideals and can like push those kind of standards forward. So, you know, this is just really, that's why that lady on that video got up and thanked him for preserving white life and white values, because, you know, his impact of him being in office is still here even now. What Joe Biden is doing, I don't know, falling off bikes.
Look, I think honestly we need to give Joe a little bit more like, not grace.
I don't think like, so.
It's only so much you can do. Like, he just got in office. Like, he ain't been there long.
It's only so much you can do. But like, as soon as Trump got in office, he was undoing shit Obama did. Undoing nothing. He had that day where he ain't do nothing but sit in the office and sign shit. He had people coming in there and he's signing new bills in the law and they taking pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
I would love to see the same kind of energy for Joe to undo things the way that Trump had when he was trying to like discredit and like tarnish Obama's legacy. You know what I'm saying? I would love for him to have that same
lot going on energy right now.
And it
just saying, like, that's why the government is, I'm not saying that's not what you signed up for, but you also have to pick and choose your battles, because it's like let's go down the list of everything that's going on.
I don't know.
There's a milk shortage. Like the babies can't fucking eat. So let's start there. Like, people are up in outrage because ain't no damn milk on the shelf.
It's a tampon shortage.
All these shortages, why? Because shipping and all of that is messed up. Why? Because there's a war going on.
I mean, I don't know if he need to shift some of this to Kamala's plate, since we'll never see her. Maybe she at home doing twist outs or something. I have no idea. But what I'm saying is, there'll be no grace from me. That's why you ran.
It's not grace. It's just like, they can't.
There'll be no compassion from me
and be like, okay, people bop.
Oh no, I don't think that. I just don't see them doing anything they said they were gonna do,
and they really don't have the power. I think people put too much emphasis on presidents and vice presidents. They don't have the
I agree with that. I agree with that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like, the only bad thing about Trump is that he's a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not a good man. And so, but the fact that he could get in office and do things, sign things into law. Okay, he's going over here, whatever. That does show me that it's a lot of power a lot of these folks could flex or they could do, and they don't.
But I think
that's what I'm saying.
United front.
Well, I mean,
a lot of people. Trump put a lot of people in office that are still in these certain, cabinets and positions. I don't agree, necessarily with Joe Biden.
I just don't see him fighting for it. He was a mistake. We should have voted for somebody else. I'm very disappointed. It was nobody else, but we should have found somebody. I don't know. He was a mistake. I'm so disappointed in them being in office. I
didn't have high, so I really don't. And this is just
disappointed is a strong word, but I'm just not like when they leave because he only gonna get one term. Mm-hmm. When they leave, I'll be glad. For real, I would have rather had Trump again.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I don't know with everything that's going on right now. I don't know how.
At least with him, I would have known what to expect. Like, that's why I said on here before, like, I like my racism straight up, no chaser in my face. I'd rather it be like that so that I know what to expect than you like stab us in the back with, smiling. Ooh, Converse and pearls. Where your Converse and pearls? And all y'all little fake ass AKAs and sorority girls excited about that little half black woman married to that white man being in office and she ain't doing nothing. She is disgracing y'all. Okay, take her off your t-shirts. Take her off of your collages. She was not to be celebrated.
I mean, she did make history.
And that's it. Bye.
She is gone where no black woman has been.
And that's it. She's in there in a chair. Are you tied up, sis? Do they have you down there in the basement? Dang. We never see her. Go out and read some books. No, because if you want to do it, then do it. Go out and read some books to some kids.
What they could choose?
All these school shootings and stuff that happen. I ain't seen them walk through no damn school. I ain't seen them
Biden went to Texas.
Okay, but I haven't seen her like do anything. Like go out and look at some
when do we normally this is not me being like
but even when Biden
normally see like the vice president out like that for real.
Man, even when Biden was vice president, he had like little PR things when he would go and like speak to people and like stuff like that. It was a lot. It was.
I mean, she just gave the address.
She's basically like Ivana. Like we never see her. Girl, bye. You'll get nothing from me. There'll be no compassion from me.
I just be like, I need to get enough money to where I don't.
And then for us to have a female vice president, has she said anything about Roe versus Wade? I ain't heard nothing. They are so disconnected.
I don't know.
Y'all need to get y'all an Olivia Pope or something.
I don't know if.
And I hope she don't plan on running because you won't win.
I don't think she's gonna run.
You won't win.
She tried that and it did.
But I think because she's vice president now, you know what I'm saying? Like
I think she knows that. Like, first of all, the only reason she's vice president so that Joe Biden could give black women votes, like for presidency. Yeah. So that's why I don't. And I think she knows that because she didn't make it when she tried to run. Just period on her own cognizance. So I don't think she'll do that. But I'd be more focused on self, like, because January 6th was my turning point. Like that, when I saw that, that spoke volumes to me because again, these people
that didn't even surprise me.
It surprised the fuck out of me. Like it was like y'all ain't nobody. What Future say? Ain't nobody want no bid. Like man, not trying to be disrespectful, but it's like I know for
but that's a true question. Like, that's a real question.
We all us niggas said, let's go to DC and go to the Capitol. It would have been at least 4, 5, 6 niggas shot up at least.
Yeah, that's why.
Like they didn't. So to me, it's like once I saw that, it's like, so y'all really. Not that I didn't already know this, but it's like on the magnitude. It was shown on TV. It was televised.
Yeah, we literally watched it happen.
Do any fucking
thing that they want to.
No consequence. Mm-hmm. There's no consequence. Mm-hmm. They can run into this building and say, "Let's hang everybody. Let's shoot y'all up. Let's kill everybody." And there's no.
Even the fact that, just for example, the shooting with the boy in Texas, they waited over an hour before they even went in to stop him from shooting up those kids. Yeah. And meanwhile, they got on bulletproof vests.
The police officers went in and got their kids.
Usually the police, they be excited to use their damn equipment. Like they can't wait to unload a damn gun on somebody. But then when you actually got somebody and you got kids to protect, you fail.
This
world is just like,
because then I heard the cops went in there and got
their kids. Yeah. And
it's
why wouldn't you get other people? Why wouldn't you usher all those other kids out? A disgrace. That's why.
Yeah, it's just like a whole lot of, and like I said, like January 6th taught me that the government has the power to not kill a whole bunch of people, and white people can do what they want. Like I said,
yeah.
So Roe versus Wade being overturned, it does not surprise me because Donald Trump being in office showed that there are more racist white people than we thought amongst us, and most of them people don't agree with abortion, even though most of the people get abortions or have friends that get abortions or have daughters that they go get abortions for.
You think Donald Trump ain't paid for some abortions?
So
all the little young girls that he be with
gonna keep paying for abortions.
Come on now.
This is nothing but like trying to stop lower middle class and lower class America. Like this is control for the poor people, not the rich people, because rich people gonna still be able to get abortions.
But see, this is my thing.
Let's make that clear.
That like argument, I don't know if that's good or not, or that's good enough for me, because if they really didn't like black and brown people and like they really wanted poor people to go away, you know, because really they don't want us to be so up in numbers, they let abortions keep going through. We're the people who get them the most. So I don't understand like what I want to know what the real reason is, because I don't think it's God. If it was God, it would be a lot of shit different around here. You know what I'm saying? What is the real reason?
Because people pick and choose. I mean, this ain't the first time we would see somebody picking and choosing what like from the Bible they believe in and what from the Bible like.
I mean,
people do that now anyway.
I think that's an excuse. I think it's an excuse.
I was like, wait a minute.
I think that's an excuse. Like, is it because, you know, a lot of white women have become barren and a lot of young white women are straight up not having kids? So is it that like white numbers want to go up?
I think it's a men thing. I think men felt like they was losing control. And like majority, like because it's just all the white feminist movement and the LGBTQ movement, and it's like all this freedom of everything going on, and I really do feel like the white men came together and was like, this is just too much. Like it's just so like if I'm a conservative white male, it's so much shit going on right now that I don't agree with, and it's like if I got the power to change like one thing, like that kind of goes along with my views. I
don't know, because those white men that be in Congress, you remember what's that movie that had Kerry Washington and it was a biopic or a biopic?
Yeah, the movie by Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas.
That's about him.
The Supreme Court. Yeah, he was accused of raping the girl. Yeah.
Yeah. See, stuff like that. You remember in movies like that, they always say how there's like a list of girls who men know that they can like basically get over on, and they'll be sleeping with the girls, and then in exchange they give them like raises and stuff like that. Those kind of men don't give a fuck about. They need abortions. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Like that's what I mean.
Can still afford. This law on abortions again affects regular average healthcare having people. It's not about the upper echelon, the 1%ers, because they can afford to go to a private doctor and pay this doctor X amount of dollars to withhold their file. And like it's about controlling the masses, not the people who need who probably get the abortions more than not, if it makes sense.
I'm not buying it. I don't know. I'm not buying it.
I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me.
I'm not buying it.
It's more about a class. I think it's more of a classism issue and not a black and white, like a race thing. I don't think it's a race thing. I think it's a class thing.
I think it's a lot of things mixed up in one. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the class thing. I do think it's a race thing in there. I think it's the Bible thing in there, and I think it's a control thing in there. Men wanted to, you know, still have that power or whatever. But I'm just some of the excuses and the reasons that I'm hearing people when they talk about it, I don't buy it. It don't make sense to me. I feel like this was just done to like stir up shit. Like, is this done to distract us from something else is going on? Because it's kind of like random too. Like when the when the letter or whatever leaked a few months ago, that was random as fuck. Because for a while we kind of hadn't been talking about this.
I feel like this happens once a year. We talk about the Roe versus Wade once a year for the last few years, though. Like it's come up that they possibly.
It's come up, but then it's always like, like people not riot, but people like protest and go away. Okay, cool. Now they ain't fucking with it this year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we're gonna bring it up. Y'all remember Roe versus Wade? Y'all don't? Okay, y'all like it. I'm gonna go back home. Okay, when I get one try next year. It's like it just kind of popped up for me, kind of weird. I don't know.
I don't know,
but I'm not buying it.
Hearing about them talking about it,
and I don't want to hear nobody say like, if you're a Christian, you should be totally against that. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, you pro-gun, but you're not pro-life.
I think
that doesn't make sense to me.
If you're saying like, for the people who are like the Jesus as the reason, I think that only applies to some things. Because I feel like God wouldn't, personally, I don't think God would want a woman who was sexually assaulted, if that woman didn't want to have that child, to bring that child into the world. Yes, I think children are a gift, but I think that, if God didn't want abortion to be around, he would never allow somebody to have been, like, to me, come up with abortion. It wouldn't be a thing. So, and that's how I look at it. I feel like it was created for people who understood maybe the weight, because again, everybody who goes and gets an abortion, it ain't just because they had sex and then they got pregnant. Like, it's sometimes a traumatic experience,
of course,
or something,
or it's medical.
Medical. Like, it ain't always like a girl just went and had sex and she's like, well,
I just don't want this baby.
Let me go have an abortion. I don't want responsibilities. Like, it's a lot of things that go along with it. So I don't know. It's to me, it is deeper or bigger than just religion thing.
I don't know why, and I know that clip of that girl from the Young Turks, the white girl, I forgot her name, but she kind of, her little take on it or whatever, I think D.L. Hughley posted it, and she was saying how she was just tired of people referring to the Bible and like telling people Bible verses when they're trying to defend why they're pro-life and blah blah blah. And one of the key things she said was like, everybody isn't a believer.
Yeah, everybody doesn't believe in God.
And me and my mom were talking about this the other night, and sometimes even older Black people, it's a lot of older Black people that are pro-life. You know what I'm saying? Black people have very conservative views, really, at the core. A lot of the older ones. And like, they don't understand that everybody doesn't believe in God. Or everybody isn't a Christian. Everybody doesn't live their life by Christian views, Christian values. And so, like, you literally shouldn't make somebody else do something based on a faith or a religion that they don't even live by.
And this is why I think everything needs to be rewritten. This is goes back to my original theory that the Constitution and the laws and all these things that was signed by George Washington and them need to go back to the drawing, like complete redoing. Like, because it doesn't apply no more. Like, we live in this world where we tell people on one hand in 2022, be who you are for your pride. But you can be whoever you want. You can be he, she, they, them, we, together, big, small, fat, blue, purple, orange, no hair, long hair, whatever. Naked, not naked, titty out, ass out, a little bit out, no out, like everything. We encourage this. This is something that we are pumping into everything. I mean, it's everywhere. But then in the same hand, we turn around and be like, but only to a certain extent. Like, you're not too much now. You can be gay, but not too much.
Got too much dip on your
Not
chip.
too gay. You can be Black, but don't be too Black. And it's kind of, to me, that's kind of like confusing. Because y'all approve stuff like gay marriage, but then you overturn stuff like Roe versus Wade. So it's just like,
well, at this point, it's nothing stopping them from going back, looking at other cases and overturning other things.
A lot of the LGBTQ plus people saying that they are like,
I mean, but you have to know that they're coming for that. I feel like the world, like there's a part of the world that is pro all the things, like you just said. But there is a lot of the rest of the world that is very conservative. And so like when you see white people, like I just saw a Mo Brooks sign when I had lived here a minute ago, and it says MAGA Mo Brooks. Like when you see a lot, white people are literally fighting to preserve the old way of life. They are literally fighting to preserve.
A lot of black people, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of black people that is like
they old school as fuck.
They are borderline Republican.
Yeah,
like, they are, because they're so like, and what I guess, and this is totally off topic, but this in relation to this, because like I don't know if you all watched this last week of P Valley, this episode 4.
It was really good.
The internet are not fucking with what happened on that show, and I'm not gonna like go into deep detail about it, because you know I don't want to offend nobody, because I have my personal views and I don't want to step on those toes. But it was a lot.
Yeah,
and not just one scene. It was the entire episode. It was a lot to
it was a good episode.
One time. It's
a very good episode.
And a lot of black people are homophobic. So a lot of times, a lot of black people who have democratic views, because they're so like they believe in God, will go and vote on Republican laws or because vote a Republican person just because they hate gay people so much.
Yeah. But that's why a lot of these politicians run and they say those things, because honestly, let's be very clear. Me and you both worked in PR. I have been around politicians and I have been at City Hall, and they are not great people. Okay. They really don't give a fuck, but they know saying certain things is what's gonna get you to go and vote. Like for instance, if we just use Trump as an example in the abortion, you know how many abortions Trump has probably paid for? You know how many like young girls he might have got pregnant since he grabbing them by the pussy? That man don't give a fuck about no damn abortions. He just know that his base, his audience, don't like abortions.
Poor middle white America.
So here you go. I'm gonna take abortions away if you vote for me. They just use you, and y'all stupid ass fall for it all the time. Like,
but I guess I could say the same thing for us voting for Joe Biden in office.
Oh, most definitely.
But I think again, and this goes back to my
all them politicians crooked as fuck.
We put too much power and emphasis on people up there in Washington DC instead of putting power and emphasis in our community and the people in our
local government,
and empowering people around us.
Yeah,
like
because really, Kay Ivis burping in public ass should have been gone in real life. But
I saw her.
I already knew how that was going to go.
She was excited. She's glad wrong is finally right or something. It was like, girl, you don't care about no abortions because don't nobody want to knock no cobwebs off that dusty pussy. You don't even like me.
That's what the streets say.
That's why you was burping on TV like that.
The streets say. But I don't know. A lot of them little like buzzwords, like preserving our way of life, and when you hear stuff like that, you already know what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
And so I do think, like how we said, it's people who want all the things, but it's really a tug of war of like people who conservative and people who are trying to just fight for things to change.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if people get it, but you have to change with the times. You know what I'm saying? And the times are just different. The times are different. And I don't know. It's gonna be really interesting to see. I want to know where the world is gonna be 5 years from now. Like how shit's gonna be going. What kind of things are going to be going on?
I don't know. I have no idea because it's so
very
much
interesting.
Shit going on. That's what
It's
like so many things.
Yeah.
Again, they found a damn 18-wheeler with 42 dead people in the back, which means more than likely is human trafficking or people trying to get over the border, like all types of shit.
Yeah.
Like it's so they are still having the war in Russia.
Yeah,
like we are still like it's so many things that are happening each week.
I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks ago they were saying how we were sending more money to the Ukraine.
Yeah,
crazy like to me. I wouldn't send their ass another goddamn thing. It's too much shit going on here.
So much going on in the world. Like we about to have World Games here in a week. Like it's just so much shit. Like, and I'm sure some shit gonna happen.
Don't worry about that either.
I'm not saying saying like, but what I'm saying is, it's just so many like,
just
going, like, hell, we had a shooting in West State. 3 people got shot in the church.
Oh yeah,
the elderly people. Well, not elderly, but the older folks. Like,
and that was weird. Didn't he come from Tuscaloosa?
Well, he was like, somebody had brought him to the church to like visit, and then they invited him to come to like the little potluck. And then that's when he came back to the potluck and he shot everybody.
So what was the reason? I feel like
I haven't read about that part, but it was like he wasn't even a member. He was like a guest, a friend, a guest of a guest or something. Like,
well, I'm glad he got his ass beat. I did see the black eye on the mug shot.
Yeah, they got his ass beat.
Good.
But yeah, it's just so much. And like, I mean, I always get alert. Somebody always getting shot in Birmingham every other day.
That ain't new. Like, that don't even affect me.
It's just a lot. So
that ain't new.
Wrap my head around what the world will look like in 5 years, because I have no idea. Some shit just like, we don't even know like who's gonna be the next president. We have no idea. Trump is probably gonna run again. Do I know if he's gonna win? I have no idea. He probably will.
Look, the base is strong right now.
I don't.
He got the people riled up, baby. He got the people riled up. Yeah, he got the people riled up. Honey.
That's all it's interesting times.
Very much so.
To say.
Very much so.
But yeah, as far as like concluding on the Roe versus Wade, I hate that y'all again make better choices. If you live in Alabama and Mississippi, please. They have the Yellow Hammer Fund. Will send you Plan Bs, or it's not a Plan B, but it's a morning after pill, free of charge. But again, I would say just make sure you just get one. Don't go and order like a whole bunch and all that, so that it can still be available to everybody.
Yeah.
Because it is a donation-based service.
I want to know why there's so much, like, because now they are coming for contraceptives and stuff like Plan B pills, which that's not like an abortion pill. It just stops you from ovulating, so you don't get pregnant. So I'm interested. I mean, is this gonna trickle all the way down to condoms?
Yeah, I'm gonna trickle down the condoms. What's good down to Plan B? I think because condoms is a male thing, so they won't get rid of that. But I do feel like they are going to try to, as many female ways that we can.
Are they going to regulate the male birth control?
Probably not. They won't regulate it. They won't make it like, I wouldn't be surprised if they start coming for birth control for women. I
mean, well, with Trump, he already, because my birth control with Obama used to be free. But I don't know what Trump did, but now I have to pay for it. And I remember that was the thing that he talked about when he was in office too.
I get mine free from the Peel Club through my insurance. Yeah. That's another thing I would say, like, look at some of these online services, like the Peel Club has morning after pills too. So I would say, like, you might not be able to go to your CVS anymore and get these things, but look at some of these online methods of still trying to get, contraceptives if abortion has been banned in your state. That's all I can.
I feel like now, if conception starts when, whenever you find out you're pregnant, I feel like that's when men should start paying child support.
But what if you don't keep the kid? Oh, well, I guess it depends on where you live.
Yeah. I think now, since we can't get abortions, depending on where you live, you should start paying child support. It's while she's pregnant. You need prenatal care. You have to go to the doctor. These ultrasounds and shit. Find out how the sex of your baby, that shit costs. All of it.
I don't even know, because
you should start paying child support.
I don't know if I want a man to pay child support, because I'm still gonna be trying to figure out how the fuck I can get rid of this baby.
Well, if she got to have a burden on her that she necessarily didn't want, we ought to be all in this together. That's how I feel.
She don't know who her baby that is.
Well, she the one who fucked up, but
I was about to say,
know who your man is.
I was about to say, what if she don't know who her baby?
You know who your baby daddy is? Put him on them papers. Because I feel like if women have to have all these consequences, men should too. Then I feel like,
but that's not gonna happen.
I know it's not gonna happen, but I'm just saying, like, then I feel like the playing field will be level. Because it's always like all of this responsibility on women. True. It's none on men ever. It's nothing. Men can just because the damn girl have the baby don't mean he gonna be in her life. It don't mean that all of a sudden these kids gonna be like, we're saving all these kids. Yeah. You know how many people like are fucked up ass foster parents? You know, go watch the trials of what's that little boy name? Hernandez on Netflix.
Oh,
like he had foster parents and stuff. The foster care system failed him. Like, you know how many kids be getting abused and stuff, or who don't get adopted at all because people just want babies. Like, y'all, it's not gonna do anything. It's gonna be underground abortions.
Like how they were doing booty shots in the closet. I feel like it's gonna be underground
like on
abortion.
Color Girls. Yeah.
You gonna be going somewhere and be like, I need the number 9, and they don't know what it means.
And it's gonna be more people, black folks, in jail for doing it. It's another reason to lock our ass up. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't see nothing good coming from this at all. Yeah. If you feel like that's what God wants, I'm giving you the side eye.
Just be careful, y'all. All together across the board. Ladies, be careful who you have sex with in general. Just regardless, you should make better sex partner choices. Like, truthfully. Like, just make better in general for your own personal mental health. But also because you can't get pregnant. Keep that in mind. And it's just like, do you really want to bear that burden? Like, and if you do want to have casual sex, just be smart. Like, just wear a condom. Like, I know it might not feel as good and all of that, but like, what's worse? Getting pregnant or wearing a condom and having 10% less of the sensation?
I mean, all of that stuff, you know, all of those things, but even that's your right. You know what I'm saying?
True. I mean, it is.
Even that is your choice. So
you can't get upset if you get pregnant though. Like that's something that bothers me sometimes because a lot of girls will be like, "Oh my God, how this happened to me?" And it's like, girl, you was letting him fuck you every other day, and he was shooting the fucking club up. He wasn't even pulling. He ain't even trying to pull out at all. And now you know, woe is me because you pregnant. Come on, now
I just want people to like, cause I don't like to shame people even with that. You know what I'm saying? But I just want people to have the choice to do whatever it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's the good thing about the times changing or whatever, or people fighting for like women's rights or feminism or whatever, is because women should be able to have the choice to say, okay, well, even though I've been doing my thing out here, I'm not ready to be a mother now. Like, you should think about that before you get in the bed. We all should.
True.
Like,
I'm saying
life is life.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to myself, but it's a real thing. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, life is life. Like, shit be happening. You know, sometimes you might not have one. You just wanna, like, you know, I get it. Like, if nobody around here is perfect, everybody done did shit. But I just feel like, if you decide that's not what you want to do, then you shouldn't have to like have no conversation with nobody about that. Like, handle your business, sis. That's how I feel. It is what it is.
I just think
be safe, ladies. It's nowadays. Nowadays, since it's 1952 again.
I'm sorry, but I'd be scared to fuck most of these niggas raw anyway. I'm just gonna be honest. All the lying and dishonesty going on in the world. Yeah, I feel like niggas lying now more than they ever lied before. Like I feel like niggas, and they lying like they never lied before. They getting smart with
it. They professional lies.
Like I'm telling you,
for real,
hear all the lies. Like they ain't the niggas are smart. They didn't find out about the mental health now. They be lying about that.
They do.
They like
you used to you had to like worry about the whole tip niggas. They'll be like, yeah, you know, they talk about some black shit. You be like, he's so
the third eye.
His third eye is so wise. Now
the hood nigga who sell weed talking about something. Yeah, I'm dealing with anxiety because my grandma died when I was 15 and my little homie got locked up, and so that's why you cheated on me 3 times, my nigga.
See, I hope nobody ever say nothing like that to me.
But that's really how that, and that be like,
because that is not gonna work.
I don't think that's how that work.
I don't care.
I don't think you get to say that. That's not, them two don't correlate
at all.
But that's how they are, y'all. I hate I'm glad Charlamagne put the black niggas on, but I'm also kind of upset that Charlamagne put the black niggas on because some of y'all niggas don't got no damn anxiety. You just ain't shit. You just ain't fucking
These
shit.
Niggas ain't got no damn.
And same thing with women. Some of y'all women ain't depressed. You just fucked up. You a user. You trying to get these niggas money and scam them and all that. And it's easy for you to be like, I'm depressed, so you can get you a couple $100. Don't do that. Cause you messing it up for the bitches who's really out here depressed like me.
I mean, but hell, I feel like if you gonna play somebody, just do it. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm not having a good day today. Don't call it a thing.
Yeah, I don't like
don't call it a thing. Yeah. Like, don't do that. It's other ways to get what you want out of niggas.
True. Let's move on to the BET Awards.
Yeah.
Woo! Woo. I don't even know where to begin. Woo. It was a whole lot of, and not in a bad way, but I do have some pointers and some tips and some things that I would like to see to change over there at the good Black Entertainment Television Network.
That's owned by white people. Go on.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. Viacom, shout out to y'all, I guess.
Maybe that's why it don't be hidden the way it used to.
I don't know, because even though it's owned by white people, who produces the show? I was talking to my homeboy about this earlier today. I'm like, I know Viacom owns the network, but who produces the show? Like how they got Will Packer to produce the Oscars. Mm-hmm. Who is producing the show?
That probably ain't happening again.
Whoever produced the show is not doing a good job. Like it's little shit that needs to be fixed. Like the cameraman.
Yes.
There was people all out of fucking frame.
Yes.
They all down here at the corner of the TV. I can't even see them face cut off.
I hate the mics. This is another thing I noticed too. The sound was off as fuck.
It was. Why are people like that for years?
Why are people performing and I can hear the audience? Hey! I can't even hear them damn rap. What the hell is going on?
Film whole entire setup during the Bad Boy, because I don't know if she couldn't hear herself in them in-ears or if they couldn't hear her. Like she was a whole like 3 bars ahead of the song when she came out. It's just
she fucked herself up for other reasons before the mic even started.
We're not talking about that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But BET make too much money and the awards been around too long for y'all to be fucking up like that. Like with the simple
it's like
shit.
They got interns doing stuff.
Yeah, it's not like I don't know, and I hate to say this because it a lot of people are saying this year it felt like the HBCU awards and all that. I ain't trying to discredit none of the HBCUs. I don't know if they ain't teach the cameramen properly, but maybe they need another training class.
Yeah, I should.
I'm just saying, like the quality, because to me, BET needs to be on the same level as all these other shows.
MTV, VH1,
the Tonys, the Emmys, the Oscars, because it had been around 20-some years. Mm-hmm. Like. Mm-hmm. And the BET Awards in the Black community, they talk about Black excellence, they talk about uplifting, yet y'all got basic shit fucking up. Mm-hmm. And the cameraman is not fucking up at the Oscars like that.
No. You know what was actually really good? Me and my boyfriend sat down, we were watching the Trumpet Awards, and it was done very well.
Is that the gospel award? It's kind of like the gospel.
Yeah.
Not the Stellars, but it's like another
It's kind of like that, but it's kind of like it's like a bougie BET Awards, almost like how the NAACP Awards is.
Okay,
something. It's kind of like that.
Okay,
it's like more formal, whatever. But it was done very well, and it was on. I want to say Bounce. It came on Bounce or something. Mm-hmm. It was done very well, and all of their like the reels and like the lower thirds and everything, all their footage was really good. So shout out to them. And that's a black ass award show right there.
That's why I'm confused too, because BET is a really big network, and even like the celebrities, the way that they dressed and they carried themselves is very like cheap. They didn't give a fuck. Yeah. Like you Ray J in the audience eating fucking cup of noodles. You wouldn't dare be in the audience at the damn Grammys eating fucking cup of noodles. Or even Tiana Taylor, no disrespect sis, but you had 4 or 5 different bags of chips in your hand and all of that. Like it's just like you would not go to these white people award shows to do that. And I get this is supposed to be a black space,
so you can be comfortable.
Have some class. Like this is still an award show. We're still celebrating, black excellence and all that. And I feel like it should be on that.
They just be doing shit. Summer Walker, what she had on, y'all.
I I don't even. It's what a lot of people had on. It was.
I don't even like what Ari had on, and then I saw she had this.
I didn't like what Jada Waiter wore. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was ugly.
I'm sorry. I know y'all gonna attack me and y'all gonna say all what y'all want to say. I didn't.
They're gonna attack you. It was ugly.
I didn't like it.
It was
a pretty girl. She's pretty.
She is pretty. For her, she is.
I didn't like the ensemble.
I'm gonna be honest. On the red carpet, she never gives. And that's
the
just
Instagram girls usually
don't. The Instagram girls usually don't.
It don't.
And honestly, I think it's because all they looks are like club clothes. Yeah, like they don't have any elevated like looks like that. It's nothing that looks like, oh, she looks really nice and sophisticated. Everything is cut out, ass out, titties out, nipple covers.
It just it wasn't flattering to her. I didn't like.
Why your lady like clothes? Where is your mama?
Of it all, I didn't like.
It was giving me Star Trek.
I didn't like the slick back. I didn't like it.
And then her hair, it don't move.
I'm all for a good slick back.
I'm talking about it didn't move.
Well, they don't usually when it's a slick back like that.
Beyonce's move when it's the wet hair.
She did have, but it wasn't like the wet look. She did have like a more sleek.
So that was Eco Styler?
Probably Jam.
That was ugly. Billy Porter, count your fucking days.
I didn't like his outfit, but I like the performance.
The performance was good, but
little.
That's another reason I feel like the celebrities make it a fuck up because they show up in their damn house clothes.
Yeah, they just showing up in anything. You know what Rick Ross had on? I was like, Rick, what?
Huh?
You supposed to be big boss. And you show up in a little button up and some jeans, my nigga. You just
too
here.
Casual.
You just here.
Ain't it?
You here.
What was your favorite performance of the night?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't listen to her music like that, but I fuck with the performance. Doechii, the girl, she had the wig on and she turned.
That was cool.
Let's get crazy. She had like performance. She had like attention.
She gave us some theatrics.
I don't think there was anybody who just stole the night.
Yeah.
I also fucked with Lotto performance, but Lotto, fire your fucking stylist. Fire the fucking team. I don't know who the fuck had you up
right now.
Them big ass fucking hoops. That was a waste. Why the fuck did you have them big ass hoops on like that?
The big ass hoops, and then it looked like she had on a Yeezus outfit or something.
What's up with the latex wrapped around? You were too pretty, and you got too much
the boots, but the toes was out. That's ugly.
It was not cute. I'm sorry.
That's ugly.
It just.
And let me say something too. The BBL bodies is a very specific body type. Just like how big girls, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a small girl. It's very thick over here. Just like we have to dress for your body type, the BBL girls need to do that too.
Yeah.
You can't wear everything just because you got a flat stomach. Your ass is too fucking big. Yeah. She looked crazy. Yeah. And I kind of saw Idris Elba be like,
yeah.
What the fuck? It was Sabrina would never.
It was the hoops from
the hoops, the outfit.
Hoops at that, because if you want to get some big ass hoops like that, get good hoops that can stay in your fucking ears.
It's so tight. It looked like she couldn't even walk up the damn steps. It like she just got rolled up. That was ugly.
I liked her performance outfit better than that.
I liked her performance outfit better, but that was still ugly. And then she had on like it looked like. I don't know. It's just giving like remember the time or something.
She had the female symbol on her legs. It was the
ugly,
symbol.
Ugly.
It was a lot. It was a lot. But congratulations for your BET.
And she missed her cue to come in. She walked out there all slow. And then did you notice Mariah had to be like say something, bitch? I mean, what's going on? Did we not practice? I need Joe Jackson to come back or somebody. Can we have Matthew Knowles?
That's what I said. I don't know who producing the show.
Can we have?
I know you're just an announcer, but can we upgrade?
Can we give her something because she's the only person who come in on time?
Look,
and I need people to start practicing.
Yeah,
y'all be talking all this shit and be missing your cues.
Mooney Long sounded a hot mess.
Flat.
Everybody sounded bad. I don't think
I did like the fans and stuff.
No, it was beautiful.
That was cute.
It was beautiful. Like,
that was very cute.
Beautiful, but the sound again, I don't know if it was the people.
She always be flat.
Or the actual singers, and I know she didn't change the name. She ain't Priscilla Renee no more. She Mooney Long. She doing different music, but I'm just like, I ain't gonna lie. In the back of my head, I'm like,
in a minute, she gonna need to stick to writing.
That's why I was like, maybe this is why she never make it, because maybe you just ain't got it, boo.
I mean, because if I was producing, I wouldn't book nobody who couldn't sing.
Yeah, everybody who sings sounded
I'm gonna need to see the performance before I put you down on program.
Everybody who sang,
y'all gonna have to audition.
Sounded bad. Besides Maverick City Music,
Chloe actually sounded good, but you know what else is new? She can sing good live. I ain't never heard her sing bad live.
Like, I'm never questioning the vocals. It beat everything else with it.
She did a good job on this performance, though.
It was. I liked it. It was cute. It was sexy. Right. It wasn't too much.
Right. I like it. Take the notes.
It was tasteful.
That's what I'm saying. Take the notes. She toned it down some. Mm-hmm. And what I think she lacks precision sometimes, like in her dancing. Mm-hmm. Like if you ever see Beyonce or somebody who does this really well is Bruno Mars. Mm-hmm. Whenever Bruno Mars is on camera, he hits every mark. Mm-hmm. Like whenever the camera is on him, it can be a photo. Yeah, that's how Beyonce is. Chloe needs to work on that, because sometimes when she be dancing, it's all over the place. It's giving sloppy. Mm-hmm. She needs to reel it in and home.
You can tell she's
thinking about it, but I think she's like going so hard that it's all over the place. She need to tone it down and like, I don't know, classes. Yeah, the classes.
But she's also still new. Like she's still a relative, because her and her sister don't dance like that. They're not dancing as Chloe and Halle. They just sing, play the piano on the guitars. Chloe is classes. Chloe wants to be
go to the classes. Halle was sharp. We love that for her as usual.
I liked how Chloe looked though on the red carpet. I liked what she had.
We've seen it before.
I mean, I've seen all of it before. If we're gonna be honest, what Halle had on, we've seen before.
Yeah, we've seen it before, but she just be sharp. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't nobody who just was giving.
Chloe don't never be like, oh, I don't never do that.
I thought when they went to the Met, they both were really pretty.
I liked Halle's outfit.
I liked both because that's when she had the blonde, right?
She had the white on.
I like both of their Met looks.
I liked Halle's.
I like both of their Met looks.
Chloe don't always be giving sharp. Sometimes when you try too hard, you don't be sharp. When you just are something, you don't have to try hard. You just show up as yourself. You're beautiful. You come beautiful. Mm-hmm. But when it has to be like ass, titties, this out, hair, lashes, hair. Yes. Like, girls giving too much and you did too much.
Janelle Monáe looked good
as usual. What else is new?
They always look
Come on good. Now. Lizzo look good. She always look good on the red carpet. What else is new? Hair, makeup be done.
I'm trying to think of the men. Were any of the men really good? It wasn't.
Vivian always like he ready to go home. And by the way, he sounded like he was ready to go home too.
He sounded a hot.
He tried to blame it on them with the mics.
That was just the mics, not that one. That one. Now Moody Long might have been the in-ears and the mics, because like it was points where she sounded good, but then when she started trying to do all them runs and shit, that's when she fucked up.
Flat.
But Give Me a Run, it was the whole
Kurt Franklin and Maverick City.
They were really good.
Now, how is it that every time, and this how you know some people just not
anointed with the spirit of singing.
Gospel singers' mics are on.
And they're
not
good.
Flat.
They sounded good. Even the white boy with his cornrows.
I mean, he came out there and let Brandy outdo him at the end of his performance, but her mic was on.
Brandy's mic
she wasn't flat.
She was.
So is it BET or is it you? Let's let that sink in.
And I ain't gonna lie, they did have a lot of people who, to me, aren't main stage artists performing this year.
Did, yeah.
Like there was no real
heavy hitters.
Yeah, I mean, Lotto is cool. You know, she's new.
I was more excited for Mariah. I love Mariah.
But we didn't know she was coming.
Right.
I don't think
I was watching Lotto, and then I was like, Mariah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was just, to me, I rate this year's BET Award 7 out of 10. Yeah. Overall, Taraji don't bring her back to host. I love Mama. No, I love Taraji.
Don't do it.
But she's not a good host. I think this is the second time she's hosted.
Let's get somebody else.
I don't know, she be drinking in between the takes.
It is giving.
Auntie just be too free. And then it was lackluster. Her intro was lackluster. To me, if you gonna come in to here we go again. If you're gonna come into a show and you using a black creator song, get the black creator to come and sing live.
Yeah.
You playing or tracking and you walking in on so I'm gonna be great. Like, where's the theatrics of it all? Dancing, singing like you the host, you're supposed to come in.
Don't remember it. Haven't seen any clips.
She just
lackluster.
It was very lackluster. Yeah. And then some of the writing jokes, like the jokes that they did, were very like not tasteful. Like they brought sisters up there and each of the girls talked about Roe versus Wade, and the last girl was like, yeah, it's really trying times, and Michael B. Jordan, if you need a shoulder to crown, I'm here. I'm like, that's corny to me. Like that's whack.
It is.
It's very whack.
Don't make light of the situation.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Because if they would have did that with a Black Lives Matter, everybody would have been mad. But because it's Roe versus Wade,
and that's why I feel like it's got to be white people in the writing room somewhere.
It's just
I don't know.
It's not cute. It's not cute. But I say all that to say that I think Ray J should be the host of the BET Awards this year.
I would absolutely watch.
Thank you. I was talking to my friend about this. I think Ray J.
I agree.
Would really be excellent because I think it's we need to. The next season we get to host 40 and under. You need to be under the age of 50 at least to host the BET Awards, because I think if they want the BET Awards to still stay around for another
and be relevant,
years, you gotta start bringing in newer, fresher faces. And I think Ray J is the perfect person.
Then too, I don't think people think about this enough, and maybe that's us because we went to school for this.
We know when.
So you know what I'm saying? I think they need to get people who actually know how to host
and entertain,
and that are actually funny, not people who have to like remember lines and stuff. Because like we like Taraji, we do, and we like her personality, but she's still not like big enough as personality wise for me where she can hosting a show on her own. You know what I'm saying? Like we need somebody like Ray J that is petty.
Yeah,
he gonna make little petty jokes.
Yes.
He gonna go off script.
He gonna do little things.
He gonna do
he gonna
shit.
Come on stage on a scooty bike.
That's what I'm saying.
But a hat gonna keep changing.
Yeah, he gonna make fun of himself.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like we need the things like that. Hi, us. Hello.
Listen to me. If Ray J is the host of the 2023 BET Awards, y'all got that for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm the head of the campaign.
You owe us a check.
I think he would kill.
He would
really kill.
He would do good with that.
Talking about Brandy bringing the duo back, having Brandy and Ray J host. That would be a really good hit. They could intro like my best friend. That's all she got. You know, like there's so many avenues you could take this, but if they over the age of 45. They don't need to host the BET Awards. Like, so Taraji don't need to host no more. Don't bring Kevin Hart back. Don't bring Jamie Foxx back. Don't bring Monique back. Don't bring Steve Harvey. Don't anybody who's hosted. Don't bring them back. Don't bring them back. People host one time.
Let them come out there and present an award. Sit them right on down.
And also, it's another thing I would add. What happened to you? Remember when they used to have like the in between interviews during the BET Awards, like little backstage clips or the backstage?
They'll be like, "Hey y'all, we backstage. Let's walk around back here."
Yes, we're back here in the Ciroc Lounge, and we're here with. So how do you feel about the performance you're about to do? Like, let's bring that back. Like,
even did they have an after show? You remember they used to have an after show where they would be sitting there and it would kind of be like the club and celebrities be sitting on the couch.
For podcasts, I think I saw a lot like Angela Yee's Lip Service did a podcast out there. See the Thing Is did a podcast where they were interviewing people. So I think that's what it ended up.
That's boring. We want to see like how back in the day it would be like all white and shit. People be wanting to see stuff that they wouldn't normally see. People want to feel like they got the inside scoop and they actually can see what's going on with the celebrities are seeing. So like walk us backstage when people are getting like point of view shots. Is anybody listening?
Yeah, we trying to help y'all out because this year was
trash.
This year was lackluster. Last year was, I can't remember who hosted, but it was lackluster. The year before you had Amanda fucking Seals host, which I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. And I love her. I love Amanda Seals, but
I love her.
Everybody ain't a host.
Right.
Everybody
That ain't it.
And also it was a virtual BET Awards, which I think they should just canceled it because to me, a virtual BET Awards ain't gonna hit on much.
I feel like they could have done so much with that. Like they kind of could have had no host and just like letting multiple people.
About the Diddy tribute? Like,
I feel like, yes, I think Diddy is influential. Obviously, you can't deny that he has had a significant impact on the music business. Period. And he deserves his flowers.
I feel like we saw this.
I know. That's what I was about to say. Did we not already do this?
Yeah.
Flowers for spring. Groundbreaking. That's how I felt about that.
Yeah. It was, I feel like I was watching the same performance from 2016 again.
Exactly. Now, and then too, I felt like the Kim Porter thing wasn't the place for that. I felt like him saying something about Cassie, it was just like doing stuff to rile up, talking. Yes. Like even Miami, like holding up the sign, which I'm very here for them dating, because they're not really dating, but like I'm here for the theatrics of it all. But at the same time, it's like I feel like they was just doing stuff to get people talking about.
Yeah, things. I don't like how he keeps bringing up Kim. I want him to let her rest.
I want to let her rest because he ain't treat her as right when she was here. So don't do it now.
Theatrics, like. Because to me, when Diddy's doing a regular interview, he's not like, oh, Kim, I miss you. Oh, Kim, baby, I'm just so distraught. But I'm like, during your performance, you decide to get on stage and be like, oh, baby, I miss you. Oh, baby, I miss you. Like, all this stuff. It's just a whole lot of, and I don't believe
that ain't nothing but guilt eating Diddy. You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. I don't buy it. I think he be using it as, like, sympathy or whatever, like, to get clicks and for his image, essentially. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else he has to stand on now.
Bring back playing the music on it, because I don't care if he was winning the humanitarian or whatever.
They should have played the damn music on Kanye.
Yeah, on Ye.
We don't know what the hell he was doing anyway.
Why have Babyface present and Kanye present?
That didn't make any sense to me.
Kanye.
Didn't make any sense.
Just have Kanye. You don't need.
And I'm gonna say this, and I don't give a fuck what. Stop inviting Kanye any fucking where. Why is he here? And then if Kanye don't come out there, uncover your damn mouth.
Nigga was up there about to pass out.
And then, did you see the girl in the background of Kanye video? She was like, everybody's sitting out there trying to figure out what the fuck he is saying.
Yeah, he's up there.
Stop inviting him places. Like, and then why would you give that long ass speech? In any instance, you have to make everything about you. He is a narcissist to the end.
But Diddy's a narcissist.
Yeah, but it's like this not about Kanye. Give a long speech about Diddy.
He can't.
That's what I'm saying.
Because let's vice versa. Could Diddy get up and give a long speech about somebody without making it about Diddy?
No, it ain't about Diddy doing it. I'm just saying, like, Kanye wasn't the person to do that. I'm sorry.
I mean, Diddy called him personally, though. That's what he said.
Well, there we are. Stop letting Diddy plan things. There we are.
He said Diddy called him. He wanted him to come out there and talk. I just think
why is Diddy in control of how his like
his
tribute going?
It's his tribute.
Do other people do that?
Now Diddy is now the second person that I have seen that's done their own lifetime achievement. The other person was Mary J. Blige.
Next year, let's start honoring some people who we don't hear about a whole lot. I don't know, just like other people who are like good, but we don't talk about them all the time.
My friend was saying that he was saying that we should honor people like Dame Dash and other folks.
Oh, I love Dame Dash.
I was like, but what would that look like though? What would a tribute to Dame Dash look like? I'm like, he was like, well, Jay-Z got to come. I was like, but I don't think they got.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So that's crazy.
That's what I said. I said I don't think Jay-Z would ever, even in his big old.
They literally in a lawsuit right now.
Beefing. They like so. I feel like they on some I'm never gonna fuck with you again type shit. Like.
Yeah, I don't think that's not gonna happen. It's a lot of shit that was involved with that. You know what I'm saying? That's personal and it's business. When I say that, I'm talking about like older people, because you remember like old BET Awards, they would honor people like James Brown, Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle. I want us to kind of like start doing stuff like that, because then
who would be them people? Because
I don't know.
He's the old people now, technically. Because he did it.
I mean, yeah. I'm trying to think of somebody.
Like, who would be the in-between? Because I'm pretty sure they've honored Charlie Wilson. They've done all the uncles and the grandpas.
I don't know. It's somebody out there. Okay, did we do Frankie Beverly and
I
Maze?
have to wait for the Beyonce tribute. That's all I'm asking.
Keep waiting on that. Do we have to do yeah,
keep waiting on that.
We're gonna need to sit that one down.
She probably gonna do her own too.
Damn. We need to sit that one down. What about Frankie Beverly and Maze or somebody? Who is somebody with this at the barbecue all the time?
What you want? The Pointer Sisters?
Yeah, something like that.
Or something.
Like I don't know. Like I just want us to kind of like do people who we don't.
We could do like a Brian McKnight. Somebody needs to do
or like in the game I love him. Or
the DeBarges.
Something like that, because I feel like we talk about the same people all the time.
True.
It's kind of like when Black History Month come around and we hear about Martin, Rosa Parks. Like, give me some new
George
shit.
Washington Carver.
Yeah, give me some new shit.
That peanut in there.
Give me some new shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Honor somebody else, and then when these people die, it's not like, oh, I love them. Give people their flowers while they're living. Actually, do it.
The host, and then who will we pick to be next year's Lifetime Achievement Award?
I don't know.
Who would be somebody who would bring out some good heavy hitters like for their tribute?
I don't.
Who hasn't already had one already?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Hell, give Jay-Z one. He ain't got one.
Somebody else. That's what I'm saying. Like somebody that we don't talk about all the damn time.
But who is somebody who's made an impact in that way that deserves lifetime achievement? Because I don't think you should get a lifetime achievement just for being an artist. I think it's about the impact that you've had on the industry and like how other people you've affected as well.
Well, I know that. I'm just saying, like somebody who was, like people like that, Berry Gordy or like Quincy Jones, or like even they could do maybe like do one actor and one music person or whatever, and give them like a montage. And like
my friend was saying they need the BET like movie awards, like the Oscar version.
Exactly.
I told him we need to call it the Blackies and give out little niggas.
No.
Come up here and get your nigga award.
No. But you know what I'm saying? I think sometimes we just kind of like do the same people. I'm literally drawing a blank right now. I don't know who else they could do. But it's plenty of people like Zap or somebody. Like, I don't fucking know.
Who the fuck is Zap?
You know, the people who made I Want to Be Your Man. Or like,
but that's all they made. They don't.
Or like on there, like do like a group one and do like boy bands or something, and then have the bands Boys to Men, or have like Troop come and like you know what I'm saying? 112. Like I just want to see them like do things a little differently, like spice it up, do it well, and like. Or
you could even do like a tribute to girl R&B group.
Yeah,
you got 702, you got Destiny's Child, it's the Escape. What am I missing? Black.
Yeah, like
TLC.
All kinds of people.
Yeah. Now that we giving y'all
or do a producer. Like how they have like
Spike Lee. But my friend said that, but I'm like, how do you do that? How does that tribute look? Because music wise, maybe you can do like certain songs from big movies or whatever, like how Celine Dion had "My Heart Will Go On." Like do a song, Exhale, and then have somebody sing "Shoot" or something, like, you know what I mean, like the things of that nature. Get creative, ain't that what the fuck this for? Yeah, we do need to. The thing that y'all doing is lackluster. It needs some work. It's not.
When I say producer, I mean like music producers.
Oh, so like Will Major.
Yeah, like some people like that, because you know the person singing on the song, but you might not know the person behind the beats or whatever.
Where Kirk Franklin's at? Has he got one yet?
Yeah, that would be good.
Has he got one yet?
Or do a gospel person, John P. Key, Fred Hammond, like. Somebody, like, I think they could do a lot. On the Trumpet Awards, when I was watching, they did Stan Lathan, and he's like a
producer, right?
He's a producer, and he's done so many shows and movies. He's also Sanaa Lathan's dad.
Yeah.
And so like they showed a montage of like, you know, people talking about him and how they work with him and like different shows that he's done. He's done, like, if you name a show, he's probably produced it and been behind the making of it.
I know he had a big part in Amanda Seales stand up. Helping her get her stand up on HBO. And
so like people like that, like those kind of unsung people, I would love to hear more about them instead of like Diddy. Okay, cool. Jay-Z. Okay, cool. Like give me something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or even Kevin on stage. I think he could be a good host. He would be a great host.
Yeah. He'd be a good host. So yeah,
it's a lot of people, but I'm rooting for Ray J because I think he will feel fulfilled.
Oh
if he got to host a BET Award. I really think that would make.
Then he can sing One Wish by himself.
He'd be a.
They should make it rain on the stage like how it was raining.
Speaking of that, was a hot ass miss that verses. Oh Marion, you ought to be ashamed. All y'all big grown ass men getting up there doing all that, and Mario washed all y'all up. That's that.
And that's one thing
and
about
he got all the hits like y'all do.
If we wow.
Because when they started singing Ray J's one wish, he was just holding the baby. He was looking like, so y'all just gonna sing my song like that? I was weak as fuck. I was weak as fuck.
He said, "How dare you?"
I think I'm on the campaign trail for Ray J for the BET Awards 2023. I'm gonna tweet him. I'm gonna be like, Ray J, I know you might not ever read this, but you need to submit your name to be a host because I think you would kill it.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
And I think people would tune in. If y'all can get Nene and Lamar Odom and Stacey Dash on raggedy ass College Hill, the fake ass celebrity reboot, we can get Ray J.
I don't even want to talk about that.
Then we're gonna talk about that next week because I'm gonna watch it.
I want to see that. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it to see what
I want to see what how Nene and Stacey Dash how that's gonna go.
We didn't ask for that.
Lamar Odom, he be on every reality show.
One thing Lamar gonna do is get that check.
I guess.
But I'm like, Lamar, you need to be worried about your health, not going back to college. And Nene, you're better than this. Go back to Housewives. I know you might be mad, but go back to Housewives.
I guess she's doing the best she can.
And Stacey, you said you weren't black. And Big Frida, why? That's all I got to say. And Dream Doll and damn India Love, can y'all even know if it's do the elevator go all the way to the top floor?
I had to think about who India Love was. Yeah, she used to go with the game.
And her whole family. They were,
they had a show. They had a show,
which was horrible. It showed them in a negative light, and that's why I didn't make it past I think 5 episodes. They yanked that shit up off the air so fast.
Damn, it was like that.
They yanked that shit up off the air.
I know it was at least like one season.
It was a full season. They yanked their shit so fast up off the air because it just wasn't like. It was like the black version of the Kardashians.
That's what I think they thought it was gonna be,
and it wasn't it wasn't good because niggas is like, what the fuck is this shit? I can't relate to this.
Anyways,
a bunch of light skinned bitches in California,
y'all. All right, stay informed.
Yes, y'all. Stay prayed up.
Yeah,
self-care. Do what you take the time you need to process whatever's going on. There's a lot going on in the world, y'all, and it's heavy.
And even take a social media break if you need to, because I know earlier today, I had seen something about police brutality, and I told one of my coworkers, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a little social media fast because there's a lot going on. But we're gonna be on another podcast this week, so you'll probably see that episode soon. And
I was on the podcast last week. You can go check out the episode 205 and live. I was on there. Shout out to Ken and everybody on the show. Appreciate y'all for having me. It was a good episode. What else? I'm trying to think. You went to the Kickbacks thing.
Shout out to them.
Champ stuff. So if y'all know where Champ shit is, please return his shit back to him because that's fucked up. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't think your shit should get stole.
Yeah,
and you know all of that. So if y'all find anything or hear anything about that, please reach out to the Kickback and let them know. I think they have a GoFundMe. So if you feel led, please donate. That is his, livelihood. He's
of course,
music person.
Other than that, follow us at all the @names and handles below.
July 4th is coming up. I'm celebrating, I guess, the white people independence.
Oh, look, one thing about me, I'm gonna have me a barbecue sandwich.
I'm gonna eat a hot dog off the grill and have me a wine cooler.
I ain't celebrating, but I will eat.
I'm gonna enjoy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have me a drink.
I'm gonna enjoy for sure.
Yeah.
Follow us on all our social media platforms that you see below @_BBPC. Follow me. Somebody reach out to me, please. I only have one Instagram, and it's at the real Avni Ayana. One Instagram. If it's another Instagram with any pictures of me, do not give them no money. Do not reach out to them. Report the page. It's one page at the real Avni Ayana, and on Twitter it's at _Avni Ayana _.
Yep, and on Instagram, I'm Jessie, JESSI _Monique, MONIQUE, and it's 2 E's on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time, girl.
Be safe, y'all.